Hello
Here
there.
he is.
Hello, Amit. Do I
Amit
recall
Taka.
you saying that you speak Gobbledegook? I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade? It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help? Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous? I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledegook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's. Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better. You said you know Gobbledegook, but how well? I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some
course you
titles,
did.
but you wouldn't understand them. Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin? Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in Gobbledegook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Matt, Alison can confirm negative.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go? Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
This guy's telling porkies. He's gonna let us down in this mission. You watch. Alright, I reckon we do this quest, and then I think we call it a sesh. What do we reckon?
A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Ooh.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational
Brian, I might
expectation
smack out
when
one
it
or two
comes to
side quests
Ranrock.
then.
Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard
Oh, hey,
kind.
Derek.
Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later. Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was
I
meant to
knew
be
it.
Gobbledegook.
He was an absolute numpty.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen.
Another
Either by the
stealth
eye
mission.
above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Derek, you're too kind, mate. And have I recovered? I have. I think yesterday I was just like full day. Didn't want to think about it. But today we're feeling good again. How have you pulled up after that? Because you played a lot of that 12 hours, didn't you?
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
Well, I think I can do
I shall
this.
see you soon.
I don't know about a meat. Yeah.
The door is looking at us.
The door's looking... Oh, no, the door is looking at us. All right, we got to go invisible.
Clever.
Brian, but definitely send me some videos. I'm going to be very keen to watch your RC, what it involves. I've actually never been a part of it before. 24 hours.
So rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Catch you, Matt. Have a good night, mate. Thanks for sticking around as always. Maybe just before you go to bed, just brush up on some light Harry Potter trivia. I think you got 1 or 2 questions wrong in that pop quiz earlier.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Like, look at this. This Amit guy is going to get us killed. He sounds dopey. He's not even in the lift with me. No, he is now. Just coffee after coffee.
I still can't believe we're inside
Revelio.
a real goblin mine.
Confringo!
Oh, what am I doing? I need this one.
Here.
What did that do? Oh my gosh. Solar protection goggles. There's someone being sun smart, huh?
I've read about mines like this. Seems like it's something else altogether.
Hey Matt, I never said I was any good at it. Although I think I did the best
Keep
at the
your wits
very
about
hard
you, Amit.
questions. Oh,
I'll get you through this mine.
Alright, this is where we're gonna go stealth mode. Pay attention now. Da-na-na-na-na,
Watch your
da-na-na.
step round here.
Oh,
I will make you pay.
Confringo is actually...
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Confringo is such a good spell. It does so much damage. And also, I keep forgetting to go to Hogsmeade. Oh, Asylum Mask.
Revelio.
Jeez, that
Being
just looks
watched.
kinky.
By a door.
Yes, of course.
Do that. Surely that's alright. You didn't see anything.
Back here.
Actually, yeah, today is Sunday for you, isn't it? It actually kind of works well. Streaming my Sundays, because it's kind of, yeah, your weekend in the States. I would suggest to sell it all before starting. Yeah. Brian, I know.
I
I
feel
know.
like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
I really need to use that more in
Bound to be a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
There's no way this guy just said empty-headed instead of empty-handed. This is massive, this place.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around. Places. What could they be building? Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
This is massive. No one. There's no way I can, I think I'm just gonna have to fight all these geezers. No, don't look down here. No, you've seen me.
What was that?
Glaciers. Glaciers. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Let's get this.
Expelliarmus.
GG's, my friend.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another
Oh my
boiler.
gosh.
This place is... I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
Mate, we turned that boiler on mid-fight 10 minutes ago. This Amit guy is drunk. So I think that's... Okay, we gotta go back. Okay. Back through here, I'm assuming. That's the way we came. Stairs, maybe? Well, up the stairs, definitely.
Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary.
See if I can take out this one first. If I can take at least one of them, it'll be easy.
One there. Hello? How nice.
Expelliarmus.
I won't rest. Impossible.
Confringo.
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really.
Revelio.
Imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Can't go back behind us.
Over here.
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Confringo.
Oh, this is this room again. No, I don't think I pushed that last time.
Accurate.
Ah, see, I understand. Far out. Brian, what are they made out of? Like metal? Are they made out of like metal?
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Blow a loyalist assassin. Launch an enemy into a destructible object. Oh my days. Alright, how do I slow a loyalist assassin?
Nice try.
Pitiful.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Armit.
GG's. That was a lot harder.
Accio. Depulso. Accio.
Not one of these things again.
Clever.
What's the big giveaway on the 17th? Still yet to be determined, Derek. Well, actually, I got some ideas, but I think this one's going to be a bit of a surprise.
Revelio.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a bit of a surprise.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
This guy reckons there's a quicker way.
Confringo. Accio.
Oh, there we go. See, why couldn't he just come down that thing in the first place? It would have made this so much easier.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Armit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Derek, is it one of those children's PCs you can buy from like the reject shop or something? Or what do you have, Walmart or something? I'm fine with seeing some kangaroo. I wish I had 6 more hours. Let's finish this off. And then we'll finish that Merlin trial off.
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Armit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
The guy.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find...
Did he?
A witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research. And I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, To my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point
Catch you, Derek.
built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Interesting that this guy is so close to Ranrock after all this time, doing all those things.